Here's the readback of your text. Berry Gordy didn't just create a record label. He built a musical empire that changed the sound of America. As the founder of Motown Records, Gordy was responsible for shaping the careers of some of the greatest artists in history, including the Supremes, Marvin Gaye, Stevie Wonder, The Temptations, the Jackson 5, and countless others. His vision brought Black artists into the mainstream, broke racial barriers in music, and created a sound that continues to influence generations of musicians. Born in 1929 in Detroit, Michigan, Gordy had an early love for music, but his path to becoming a legendary producer wasn't a straight line. He worked in a variety of jobs, including a brief career as a boxer and an assembly line worker at Ford Motor Company. It was there that he developed his innovative approach to music production, treating Motown like an assembly line where raw talent could be polished and transformed into hit-making machines. In 1959, Gordy borrowed $800 from his family to start Tamla Records, which later became Motown Records. His goal was to create music that was both commercially successful and deeply rooted in soul. He had a sharp ear for talent and an even sharper business mind, developing a formula for making hits that combined infectious melodies, smooth harmonies, and tight production. Gordy's signature Motown sound blended soul, pop, and R&B in a way that appealed to audiences across racial and cultural lines, making Motown the most successful Black-owned record label in history. One of his earliest successes was the Supremes, led by Diana Ross. Under Gordy's guidance, they became one of the biggest groups of the 1960s, dominating the charts with hits like Baby Love, Stop, In the Name of Love, and You Can't Hurry Love. Gordy's perfectionist approach to production helped turn the Supremes into a crossover sensation, proving that Motown wasn't just making music, it was shaping pop culture. Marvin Gaye, another Motown legend, started as a session drummer before Gordy recognized his potential as a solo artist. Hits like Ain't That Peculiar and I Heard It Through the Grapevine cemented his status as a soul icon. However, it was Gaye's 1971 album, What's Going On, that became one of the most groundbreaking releases of all time. Initially hesitant about its politically charged themes, Gordy ultimately released it, and it became one of Motown's most important and influential records. Stevie Wonder was just 11 years old when Gordy signed him to Motown, recognizing his extraordinary musical talent. Over the years, Wonder evolved into one of the most innovative and influential artists in history, crafting timeless albums like Songs in the Key of Life and Inner Visions. Gordy gave Wonder the creative freedom to experiment, allowing him to push the boundaries of soul, funk, and pop music. Beyond the music, Gordy built Motown into a cultural movement. He implemented artist development programs, teaching young musicians about stage presence, fashion, and public relations. This meticulous approach ensured that Motown artists weren't just talented singers. They were polished, professional, and ready for mainstream success. By the 1970s, Motown had become a global powerhouse, but as the music industry shifted, Gordy eventually sold the label in 1988. Though Motown changed ownership, its legacy as the sound of young America remained intact. Gordy's influence is still felt today in every artist who blends soul, pop, and R&B to create crossover hits. Berry Gordy wasn't just a producer. He was a visionary who reshaped the music industry. His ability to spot talent, craft hit records, and bridge racial divides made him one of the most influential figures in music history. Thanks to his genius, the Motown sound will forever be a defining force in popular